couple hours ago, Adam posted a thread talking about these updated patch notes, a bunch of questions about Nightmare Dungeon rotation, about the new uniques, where they can get them. So we're just going to quickly go through that post here, talking about the World Tier 3 and World Tier 4 dungeons. I'm not really going to worry about 3. I'm just mostly going to focus on the 4 here, since that's where we're going to be doing most of our Nightmare Dungeoning. So the first one that comes to mind here is going to be Goa Ruins. That was the dungeon that you could complete the fastest. That way you could upgrade your glyphs even faster. With the other one being Aldir's Cave. Aldir's Cave, it was definitely the best in Season 1 for leveling up, and it was also one of the quickest ones you could get through for leveling those glyphs. So Aldir's Cave is definitely going to be an S tier dungeon for either leveling up or leveling up your character or leveling up your glyph. Another one that comes to mind is Blind Burrows. That was a very popular dungeon S tier for leveling up. And then there's some other ones that I see. Dead Man's Dredge, that's not too bad. Mercy's Reach, I think that was like a B tier. Mariner's Refuge. There's definitely at least a handful of them that I can see right off the top here that are going to be your top tier. And all of these, there might be a couple new ones, but a lot of these looks like they're being brought back into the system. Like always, how I've done with Season 1 and Season 2, as soon as I get my character high level enough, I will go through all of these dungeons and at least see which ones are the fastest for leveling your glyph. Since Season 2 came out, we don't really have to grind Nightmare Dungeons nonstop to level up our characters, so I don't think I'm going to do those anymore. I'm just going to have a single tier list for leveling up your glyphs, since there's so many other ways that we can level up our character now, and you don't want to burn yourself out just doing Nightmare Dungeon after Nightmare Dungeon. So I'll link my spreadsheet in the description. It has all my Season 1, 2, and Future 3 data on there. There's also the boss ladder drop table update, so all of the new uniques for Season 3 will be available in the Beast and Ice drop table for Season 3. Beast and Ice was a pretty annoying boss to get to because you had to complete certain tier level Nightmare Dungeons, but even then you wouldn't get a guaranteed Distilled Fear after completing each dungeon. Blizzard has since said that there's going to be a way to make that easier, make it better for players. It's not going to be just from Nightmare Dungeons. There's going to be multiple ways to gain the Distilled Fear. So we'll see how that goes, see if we can fight the Beast more and get more of these new uniques. And then also, I think they've mentioned this before as well, the world boss drops are being updated. So previously, as long as you were fighting a boss in World Tier 4, it would drop 925 gear. So if you got carried, say you're like level 40 in World Tier 4, you're still getting that 925 item power gear. They're changing that, so now depending on what level you are, you'll be getting a certain range. So anything below 70 is going to be 785 to 885. Anything from 71 to 80 goes up to 905. 81 to 90 goes up to 925. And then 91 to 100, the minimum is going to be an 890. So you can still get 925 gear at level 81, except there's just going to be a much higher chance that you get lower item powered gear versus previously when everything was 925. So that's all it is for now. New patch comes out tomorrow. Super excited, ready to play some Season 3, ready to mess around with this new Seneschal companion. So I'll see you out in the battlefield.